Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes more than 51,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits in government sector. Foodgrain production during current Kharif season expected to cross 1,485 lakh metric tons in the country. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. India abstains in UN General Assembly from voting on draft resolution submitted by Jordan as it did not make any mention of Hamas attack. Indian para-athletes create history at Hangzhou Asian Para Games, bag 111 medals, including 29 gold. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today distributed more than 51,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits through video conferencing. Addressing the new recruits, the Prime Minister said, India is making stupendous growth in every sector, which is helping to create new job opportunities. Mentioning the growth of the tourism and the sports sector, Mr. Modi said, these sectors are generating new job opportunities. Lauding the performance of the athletes, he said, this is the indicator of the changing landscape of the sports sector. He said the government is taking proactive steps to strengthen the traditional job sectors and the focus has been laid on defense export, drone manufacturing and automation which are generating new job opportunities for the youth.
हम रोजगार देने वाले ट्रेडिशनल सेक्टर्स को मजबूत कर रहे हैं और इसके साथ ही हम रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, स्पेस, ऑटोमेशन और डिफेंस एक्सपोर्ट जैसे नए सेक्टर्स को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। ड्रोन टेक्नोलॉजी में संभावनाओं के नए द्वार खुल गए। आज किसान ड्रोन्स का क्रॉप असेसमेंट और न्यूट्रिएंट के छिड़काव में उपयोग धीरे-धीरे बहुत बढ़ रहा है।
Congratulating the new recruits, especially the girls, the Prime Minister said, lakhs of youth have got appointment letters through the Rozgar Mela so far. He said the government is committed to the welfare of youths and working in mission mode for the skill development.
रोजगार मेले युवाओं के प्रति हमारे कमिटमेंट का प्रमाण है। हमारी सरकार युवाओं के भविष्य को ध्यान में रखकर मिशन मोड में काम कर रही है। हम न सिर्फ रोजगार दे रहे हैं, बल्कि पूरे सिस्टम को पारदर्शी भी बनाए हुए हैं।
The Prime Minister said government has made proactive steps to streamline the appointment process, which has made it more transparent. He said restructuring has been done in the exam patterns to streamline the appointment process. Giving the example of the SSC exam, the Prime Minister said it has been decided to conduct the SSC exam in 13 regional languages, which will help those youths who were facing difficulty due to the language barrier. Prime Minister said that his government's efforts to revive Khadi has created huge opportunities for jobs.
जो खादी अपनी चमक खो चुकी थी, उसकी चमक भी अब वापस लौट आई है। 10 साल पहले खादी की बिक्री 30,000 करोड़ रुपए के आसपास थी। अब ये 1.25 लाख करोड़ रुपए को भी पार कर गई है। इससे खादी और ग्राम उद्योग सेक्टर में अनेक रोजगार के नए अवसर बने हैं। विशेषकर महिलाओं को इससे बहुत मदद मिली है।
Speaking on this occasion, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said the 10th edition of the Rozgar Mela is been organized today across the country. He said most of the new recruits are going to join the Indian Railways this time. He said Railways has made stupendous growth in the last 9 years in terms of infrastructure development.
रोजगार मेला की एक विशेषता यह है कि अधिकतर नियुक्तियां रेल विभाग में हो रही हैं। हम सब जानते हैं पिछली 2 शताब्दी से भारत और भारतवासियों के लिए रेल केवल यातायात का ही एक प्रमुख साधन नहीं रहा, बल्कि यूं भी कहा जा सकता है कि हमारे रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में हमारे सोशल कल्चर और यहां तक कि हमारे साहित्य का भी रेलवे एक महत्वपूर्ण अंग बन चुका है।
The Rozgar Mela was held at 37 locations across the country. The new appointees will join various ministries and departments, including the Ministry of Railways, Home Affairs, Department of Posts, Revenue and Higher Education. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 106th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani and Doordarshan, the Akashvani website and the News on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of the Akashvani, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Akashvani will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare released the first advance estimates of production of major Kharif crops for 2023-24, expecting the food grains production of the country to be at over 1,485 lakh metric tons. According to the release, over 1,063 lakh metric tons of rice production is estimated. Maize production is expected at over 224 lakh metric tons and pulses, tur, moong, urad production to be at 63.31 lakh metric tons. Sugarcane production would be at 4,347 lakh metric tons, it added. The ministry said the area under rice is estimated to be higher by around 2 lakh hectares over the previous year's final estimate and by around 4.5 lakh hectares over the average rice area. Its production is also estimated to be higher by about 1 lakh tons as compared to the average Kharif rice production. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. A partial lunar eclipse will occur tonight. The eclipse will be visible across India. The India Meteorological Department said the lunar eclipse will begin post-midnight at 1:05 a.m. and will continue till 2:24 a.m. The duration of the lunar eclipse will be of 1 hour and 19 minutes. The lunar eclipse will also be visible in countries across Asia, Europe, Africa, Eastern South America and Australia, among others. The lunar eclipse is a celestial event that occurs when the earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow on the moon's surface. Valmiki Jayanti has been observed today. It is the birth anniversary of first poet of Sanskrit literature, Maharishi Valmiki. He authored the epic Ramayana. This day is also referred as Prakat Divas. On this occasion, people pay their respects to the renowned poet. The processions called Shobha Yatra is also taken out to mark the occasion. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on Valmiki Jayanti. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said the precious thoughts of Maharishi Valmiki related to social equality and goodwill are still inspiring the Indian society. The Prime Minister said through his messages of humanity, Maharishi Valmiki will remain an invaluable heritage of Indian civilization and culture for ages. The government's urban renewal and retrofitting program Smart Cities Mission has transformed the face of Hubli-Dharwad city in Karnataka. For the redevelopment of Tolankere Lake to the Green Mobility Corridor, Janata Bazar and Chitta Gupi Hospital, the project has made the city more people-friendly and sustainable. The Tolankere Lake is one of the important open spaces and the second largest lake in Hubli-Dharwad city in Karnataka. Under the Smart City project, the lake has been transformed by Hubli-Dharwad Smart City Limited, HDSCL, at a cost of 25 crore rupees. Talking to Akashvani News, Managing Director of HDSCL, Rudresh Ghali mentioned how a dying water body with hardly any marine life is now the most loved community space in the city. He said the lake's surroundings offer amenities for all age groups, including walkways, a children's play area, an amphitheatre, a meditation area, watchtowers, parking facility for 2 and 4-wheelers.
So this is a unique thing where we have amenities for all age groups. We have space for children play, we have sports courts, we have food courts, we have a beautiful landscaping. To also maintain the quality of water, we have installed aerators where aerators will be on in the morning and the evening so that the water quality is maintained. So all age groups can enjoy the nature. The footfall is also very good. The public response is also very good.
Bajnath Agarwal, the trustee of Gita Press, Gorakhpur, has passed away at the age of 90 today. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath expresses condolences, emphasizing Bajnath's remarkable 40-year dedication as a trustee of Gita Press to promote social awareness and human welfare. In his social media message, Chief Minister Yogi stated that Bajnath Agarwal was not only an ardent devotee of God, but also a symbol of unwavering commitment to the society. Gita Press of Gorakhpur was conferred the Gandhi Peace Prize 2021. India on Friday abstained in the UN General Assembly from voting on a draft resolution submitted by Jordan that called for an immediate humanitarian truce between the Israel and Hamas terrorists in Gaza, as it did not make any mention of Hamas attack. Deputy Permanent Representative and Ambassador Yojana Patel said at the UN General Assembly that the terror attacks in Israel on the 7th of October were shocking and deserve condemnation. Calling for the immediate and unconditional release of the hostages, she said terrorism is malignancy and knows no borders, nationality or race. She emphasized that the world should not buy into any justification of terror acts. Let us keep aside differences, unite and adopt a zero-tolerance approach to terrorism, she added. Ms. Patel said the humanitarian crisis needs to be addressed. India welcomed the international community's de-escalation efforts and delivery of humanitarian assistance to the people of Gaza. India too has contributed to this effort, India said at the UN General Assembly. The Jordan proposed resolution titled Protection of Civilians and Upholding Legal and Humanitarian Obligations has made no specific mention of the Hamas terror attacks of the 7th of October. Before the General Assembly voted on the resolution, the 193-member body considered an amendment to the text proposed by Canada and co-sponsored by the United States. In the Asian Para Games at Hangzhou in China, Indian contingent wrapped up the event with the best ever medal haul after clinching a record-breaking 111 medals. They won 29 gold, 31 silver and 51 bronze medals, placing the country fifth in the medal count. This remarkable feat supersedes India's previous best of 72 medals, which was recorded in the 2018 edition of the Asian Para Games in Indonesia. Dilip Gavit kick-started today's medal streak by helping India to reach the coveted three-figure mark. He secured gold in the men's T47 400-meter event with a time of 49.48 seconds, while the trio of Sanskruti, Himanshi and Vruti secured a bronze, adding the final medal to India's glorious tally in women's chess B1 category event. Today, adding a total of 12 medals, Indian para-athletes secured an impressive haul of 4 gold, 2 silver and 6 bronze medals. In the men's javelin throw F55 event, India finished a double podium victory. Neeraj Yadav claimed gold with a massive throw of 33.69 meters, setting a new Para Games record, while Tek Chand secured the bronze with an impressive throw of 30.36. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the performance of the medal winners at the Hangzhou Asian Para Games in China. In a series of social media posts, Mr. Modi congratulated Dilip for his stupendous gold medal victory in the men's 400 meters T47 event. In ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, 2 matches have been played today. In the first match between Australia and New Zealand, Australia has set a target of 389 runs for New Zealand at HPCA Stadium in Dharamshala. Australia made 388 runs, losing all the wickets in 49.2 overs. Earlier, New Zealand won the toss and elected to bowl first. The second match between Netherlands and Bangladesh has been played at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Netherlands were 4-4, the loss of 2 wickets in 2.2 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, Netherlands won the toss and decided to bat first. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributes more than 51,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits in the government sector. Foodgrain production during the current Kharif season expected to cross 1,485 lakh metric tons in the country. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. tomorrow. India abstains in UN General Assembly from voting on draft resolution submitted by Jordan, as it did not make any mention of Hamas attack. Indian para-athletes create history at Hangzhou Asian Para Games, bag 111 medals, including 29 gold. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsandAIR.gov.in and news on AR app. And with that, we end the midday news.
नमस्कार, दोपहर समाचार